Have you ever watched SOLIDWORKS tutorials and wondered how these measurement values are added into sketches? Or have you ever tried applying these values to your own sketches and got stuck somewhere along the process? Well, don't worry my friend, because after watching this video, you'll be able to confidently apply dimensions to your SOLIDWORKS sketches even if you are a beginner. We'll go over various methods of accessing the Smart Dimension tool, how to use the tool to apply and edit dimensions, and nuances that other tutorials never teach you about, among some other things. So let's get to it. Hello inventors, and welcome to another video on the Inventor Within channel. My name is Wilfredo Perez Carbajal, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you what you need to know about the Smart Dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS so that you can begin confidently applying dimensions to your sketches and models. So first, let's go over what dimensions are. Dimensions are values that we use to specify the size and location of things. These values are usually expressed using pre-established, well-defined units of measurement such as centimeters, millimeters, or inches, just to name a few. But when it comes to SOLIDWORKS sketches specifically, dimensions are used to fix the size of the sketch as well as its location along a 2D plane. So what does the Smart Dimension tool do? In SOLIDWORKS, the Smart Dimension tool lets us establish dimensions for our sketches based on the units of measurement we initially set for our project. It is a very convenient tool that analyzes the shape of the sketch you want to dimension and adjusts the dimension to fit the type of geometry. So as you can tell, it is a very smart tool, just as its name implies. So why should we use the Smart Dimension tool? As we went over in our full sketch definition video, underdefined sketches can be easily modified, and if they lack dimensions or any sort of numerical reference, then their size and location is left solely to the interpretation of whoever is working with or manufacturing the sketch. And this is bad because it means you'll end up with a final product of not only the wrong size, but also with misplaced features. Think for example that you're designing a toy sword that you think would look something like this, but instead it actually ends up like this because you didn't use any dimensions. It might still be fun to use, but not only will it not be what you were expecting, but it might also cost a lot more to produce. So because of this, we want to use the Smart Dimension tool to set dimensions to our sketches so that we lock in these characteristics to a single right answer. If we want to master the Smart Dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS, then we first have to learn where and how to access it. However, before getting to that, I do want to make you aware that in order to use the Smart Dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS, you currently have to be in sketch mode, meaning that you have to have a sketch open. Now this can be done either by creating a new sketch or by editing a pre-existing sketch. So once you have a sketch open, as in the case on my screen right here, there are 3 different ways we can access the Smart Dimension tool. The first one is of course by going up to the Sketch tab of the Command Manager, and once you're in said tab, you can always find the Smart Dimension tool right here. You'll notice that there is also a little drop down arrow right under it, but these are some other different dimensioning tools that are a little more advanced. So for now, I just want to focus your attention on the Smart Dimension tool. You can either click on it from right here, this drop down, or just simply right directly here on the button. Another way of accessing the Smart Dimension tool is by holding down the right mouse button on your mouse, and then simply dragging upward until the tool is enabled. A third method of accessing the tool is that by using the S key shortcut on your keyboard. You can access it by simply hitting the S key on your keyboard, after which you will see this little window pop up, and from here you can conveniently select the Smart Dimension tool. You'll know that you've successfully enabled the Smart Dimension tool because you'll see the Smart Dimension icon right next to your mouse cursor. Okay, so now that you know how to access the tool, let's go ahead and teach you how to use it. When using the Smart Dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS, you'll actually have to click on the left mouse button twice before you're even given the chance to specify a dimension value. I'll demonstrate this for you, but first I have to determine which segment of my sketch is the one that I actually want to apply the dimension to. So for this first example, I want to specify a length dimension for this top line right here. So if I want to do that, the first thing I have to do is hover my mouse cursor over the line that I want to dimension, and once I see it highlighted in orange, meaning that it'll be the one I will select, I will click the left mouse button. And once I do, SOLIDWORKS will allow me to position the location of the dimension. So you'll notice that I can either extend the value outward or closer to the sketch, and I can also reposition where along the line the value will be shown. For me, I want to keep it close to the middle, and I think this is about a good spacing for it. So I'll click on the left mouse button once again, and once I do, I will have this modify window pop up where I can input the value that I want. Now for this, you can either use the numbers on the numpad on your keyboard, which should be located all the way to the right of your keyboard, or you can also use the numbers that are right above the letters on your keyboard. For me, I'll be using the number pad, so I'll input 2. And once I'm okay with the value I inputted, I can either hit the enter key on the keyboard to confirm it, or I can simply click on this green check mark. Doing so, you'll notice that I've applied the dimension to the line and that, just as I had specified, it has a value of 2. One thing you'll notice is that even though I already specified the dimension for this line right here, I still have the Smart Dimension tool active. The reason for this is that SOLIDWORKS keeps the Smart Dimension tool active because most of the time when you are using this tool, you will not use it to apply a single dimension, but you will actually use it to apply multiple ones in a single run. So it keeps the tool active for you to be able to do this without having to go back and keep activating the tool. So in my case, even though I've already applied it to this line, I also want to dimension this vertical line right here. And so what I'll do is I'll hover my mouse cursor over it, then I will left click in order to determine the position of where I want the dimension. And for this one, I actually want it a little further out. So I'm gonna extend it outward, and I do want to keep it like around the middle. So I'll left click right here. And once the modify window pops up, I'll input the value that I want, which for this case, it will be 1.5. However, when I showcase this example, I just simply hit 2 on the number pad and it completely eliminated the value that is in here. But if you accidentally click on this value here and you don't see it highlighted in blue, then just relax. You can just simply hit the backspace button until you clear it out. And now here I will type up 1.5 and I will hit the enter key. So there we go. You can see that I've applied the dimension to both sides. Now I still have the tool active, but in my case I no longer want to use it as I've already fully defined my sketch. So in order to exit from the tool, I can use either of the 3 methods that I showcased for accessing it. That is, I can either click on the Smart Dimension tool once again, I can use the right mouse button shortcut in which I hold it down and then drag my mouse upward to exit out from it, or I can hit the S key once again and click on the tool once again to disable it. You can also use the escape key on your keyboard to exit out from the tool. However, if you do, make sure to move your mouse cursor after hitting the escape key, as sometimes when you hit the escape key, the change will not be reflected on your mouse cursor, letting you know that you've actually exited the tool until you kind of move it around. If you're finding this video helpful, please give it a like and also consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you don't miss out on future tutorials. Something important that I should mention is that, as I explained earlier, dimensions are expressed according to the measurement units that you set for your project down at the status bar. For this particular example, I have my units set to inches, meaning that all of the dimension values will be in inches. However, I wanted to let you know that SOLIDWORKS won't actually display the unit next to the value, meaning that it won't either show the letters IN or the 2 apostrophes to signal that the value is in inches. There are other ways of recognizing the units of your model, but that is beyond the scope of this video. All that I want to say with this is that you can rest assured that whichever units you selected for your model through the status bar will be the units being used for all dimensions. Okay, that's the end of the important note. Well, technically speaking, the majority of this video is important information, but you know what I mean. The Smart Dimension tool is very convenient because you can use it to apply dimensions to a variety of sketch entities. As you saw in the last example, I just used it to dimension 2 different lines, but you can also use it to specify the distance between 2 points, to set the diameter of circles, the radius of arcs, or you can even use it to specify the angle between 2 lines. Now, there are more things you can dimension using the Smart Dimension tool, but I want to keep that for another video, as the main focus of this video is in teaching you how to use the tool itself. However, there are 2 things I want to bring to your attention that you might notice when using this tool. The first one is that SOLIDWORKS will make use of the first dimension that you add, regardless of whether it is a length dimension or a diameter dimension, for example, as a measurement reference, and will scale any following dimensions based on it. This is why when I was applying dimensions to my rectangle, you might have noticed that the size of the rectangle itself changed when I applied the second dimension, but it did not change with the application of the first one. The second thing I want to explain is that when you are using the Smart Dimension tool, you'll notice that when you are applying a dimension for the first time, there will already be a dimension inside of the dimension box. This number is just the as sketch size of the sketch that you placed, measured in terms of SOLIDWORKS current scaling. It's hard to explain it in words, but if you've seen some of my sketch tool tutorials, such as my sketch line tool tutorial, the number that is displayed as a size reference as you are creating the sketch is the number that I am referring to. So those are the two things I wanted to bring to your attention. Now, if it turns out you made a mistake and accidentally dimensioned the wrong thing, you can always delete the dimension by simply clicking on it once using the left mouse button and then hitting the delete key on your keyboard. You can also simply just right click on the dimension and go down here and select delete. However, when selecting the dimension to delete, I recommend that you click on the dimension lines instead of the value, because depending on whether or not you have the instant 2D command right up here active, clicking on the dimension will instead bring up this white box, prompting us to change the dimension value. Which brings us to the next point: how do we edit a dimension? But before going over that, I want to pass on a question to you. Prior to watching this video, did you know how to use the Smart Dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS? Maybe you had some idea as to how to use the tool, but struggled with a couple of areas such as exiting the tool or making edits to dimensions. So yeah, let me know if you learned something new from this video down in the comment section. Now that you know how to use the Smart Dimension tool, my challenge to you is to start using it in your designs. I don't expect you to know the right values for your dimensions at this point, but I just want you to start using them in whatever sketches you have worked in the past, or any new sketches that you create from now on, even if the dimension values end up being completely random or the one that SOLIDWORKS suggests for you initially. This way, by the time you start learning how to figure out the right dimension for your sketch, you will have no problem applying it. Okay, now let's teach you how to edit a dimension. There are actually two different things you can edit when it comes to dimensions, the first one being the location of the dimension. If you want to edit the location of a dimension, all you have to do is hover your mouse cursor over the dimension itself, and then by clicking and holding down the left mouse button, you can drag the dimension around until you find the desired location for it, after which you just simply let go of the mouse button. If instead you want to change the dimension value itself, then you can simply hover your mouse cursor over the dimension value, and then using the left mouse button, double click on it. This will bring back up the modify box for you to make any changes. So for me, I'll set it to 2 this time around, then I'll hit enter, and you'll notice that those changes will be reflected in your sketch. One thing to be aware of is that if you have the Instant 2D tool enabled, then you don't actually have to double click on the value in order to make edits to it, because as long as you have it enabled, you can only click on the value once, and it'll bring up this little white box here where you can just input the value. So here, maybe now I'll change it to 1, and you'll see that it'll make the changes. And if you ever change your mind on editing the value for a dimension, you can always hit the escape key on your keyboard, regardless of whichever of both dimension input boxes you have. And in the particular case where you have the full modification box open, you can also click on this X icon to cancel out the editing of the dimension. Another thing I want to make you aware of is that if you select a dimension, you'll notice that on the left side of our screen, that dimension's property manager will appear. And within that property manager, you also have the option of modifying the value of the dimension itself right here. So that is always also another possibility. However, when working with SOLIDWORKS, you'll most likely be using the method in which you simply double click on the dimension to edit it, as this is a lot faster than using the method in which you click on the dimension and then change the value in the property manager. This actually ends up working out for us because as a beginner, I don't want you to become fixated on the property manager for the dimension tool, because a lot of the things that are contained within this property manager are more advanced and aren't really things that you'll be using as a beginner. So for now, we'll stay clear of this tool's property manager until it is time to revisit it in a future video. So there you have it. That is how you use the Smart Dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS. Now, of course, there is actually more to this tool that I wasn't able to cover in this video, but because the Smart Dimension tool is a very big topic in and of itself, I decided to split it into multiple videos because I know that as a beginner, things can get confusing quite quickly, especially if there is a lot of information. In fact, I'm already a little worried that perhaps for this video it is already a lot of information. So if you feel this way, my recommendation to you is that you only focus on the essentials, those being how to access the tool, how to use it and exit it, as well as how to delete dimensions or make edits to them. The other topics that I covered are more of an added bonus if you've ever wondered why certain things are the way they are. If you want to keep learning SolidWorks in an optimal order for a beginner, then be sure to check out our beginner tutorial playlist right up here. Or if you don't yet know what a fully defined sketch is, which is very important, then be sure to check out this video right down here. And with that, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.